Hello and welcome to Let's Play Endless Space 2, Series 8, Episode 46. I'm JC Proton and we are picking up at turn 115. We are playing a standard faction of the Unfallen on endless difficulty in a normal speed game. We have defeated the United Empire. They no longer have any star systems, but they haven't been eliminated from the game officially at this point. Here we see they're still there, so let's try to end on a positive note. Instead of ending with us at war, let's see if we can strike up a truce, right? We'll at least not end with fire, right? We'll try to end on a positive note here. So let's say, hey, let's do a truce, and you suggest the terms of what you're willing to go with. So 27 titanium. He'll give me all this titanium, supposedly. Sure, and it cost me 816 influence. I have 68,000, so I have plenty of influence. So sure, let's have a truce. Keep in mind, I'm agreeing to your terms. Hopefully, you will agree to the offer. Sometimes they don't. Like you make a suggestion, then they suggest the terms. Hey, it looks like we did it. Cool. Enough blood has been spilled in this bloated war. I will sign the truce. Great. Great. Okay, cool. So we can be friends again, or at least not enemies. Cool. We'll agree to get along. Great. We'll go ahead and move all our fleets. So in this turn, what we're going to be doing, we're moving all our fleets. We're basically moving vine fleets up. We're getting ready to start entwining along here, and we're going to work our way over towards the Cravers. And we're going to go fight the Cravers unless that gets derailed. Right now we're at peace with 5 empires, right? Cravers are the only one that's a danger right now. We have a positive influence trend going with a Horatio because we have so many of his systems entwined. We're just going to continue entwining all of his systems and keep going across. So right now we're entwining here at Zane. It'll be done in one turn. And then our fleets of vine ships, we have this one that's by Ying. It's on the way probably to Shu. I'm thinking it's going to go there, and I'm thinking this one is going to go over here to Nis. And they'll probably, one will entwine along here, and the other will entwine along here. And this one that's behind, that's over here at Zane, probably will come along and kind of just fill in the gaps. Do Warda and Delphinus, this NGC 7089, probably grab Ugaro. We'll kind of see how it goes. That's assuming Lumeras are okay with me entwining their systems. We'll find that out too. So,
Horatio has an eternal task to beautify the galaxy. Perhaps this helps you understand our actions.
you will not be able to use Implant Beacon for 10 turns. No, we're not going to accept that. We're going to refuse to remove our tendrils. We're not taking our vines out. He's going to have to deal with it. And they say they have an opportunity to improve and tidy a bit of the galaxy, and they apologize that to do so they must remove our vessels. Okay.
Horatio has an eternal task to beautify the galaxy. Perhaps this helps you understand our actions.
It's like waking up with someone's hands on your throat. We'll warn the other empires that they may be next. Okay, let's take a look at our influence pressure trends. Now we're at A plus 6.7. That's still okay. Minus 0.3, minus 0. It's not too bad, plus 0.4. At least it's still positive. Plus 0.4. Yeah, that's okay. All right. So yeah, Muses we finished. That one we finished. That was these two down here. Muses, Leda, and Primus were the three we just did. Yeah, we just finished entwining here, here, and here. And so the fleet that was at Leda and at Muses are the ones going north, and this one after Zane will follow as well. Leda is now being applied to Koyasil. That's this one here, plus 50 science. Off camera, I already moved these populations, or both of these eiders I moved, or I have them ready to go. And I've got Pistis just about everywhere now. Eider is still far from being everywhere. We're pretty close to having Bhagaba everywhere. Yusho still a work in progress on getting them spread around. The Pistis we pretty much have everywhere. Everything from here up we have just about everywhere. Yusho we're still working on that. Bhagaba we're still working on that. Eider for sure we're working. Eider and Numeris we have a long way to go. Excuse me. Governor Baramaxa. I don't know that he's really our senator anymore. Baramaxa, I don't think he is. No. Luna Varxis. Oh, Baramaxa. He's a scientific. He's a scientific leader. He would be a scientific leader if we had scientists in the government, which we do not. Also, I did these off camera. Everything that needed updates, I went ahead and updated on the build queues. So this is what we have done for system upgrades. We completed Genius of the Endless. So that makes all of our systems produce 10% more science, and all technology costs are 20% less expensive now. So it's kind of like, sort of like a plus 30% research on every system. So that's cool. So now we're working on interstellar windshields. So this is what I have queued. You can see we're at 96,000 science per turn. We're really cranking it out. I want to do the interstellar windshields here, which is going to give us the deep atmosphere habitats and the lunar suburbs. So that's for gas planets, and it's more population slots for excuse me, gas planets and any system that has any planet that has lunar anomalies on it. And we're doing the super biofuel factory and nano aquaculture, which will increase our influence. And we're doing quantum communications and war as hobby. That gives us more command points, and it gives us stronger troops. And I haven't decided what the third one's going to be. Could be this one, could be something else, kind of depending on what happens with war in the Alliance. Okay, so over here, our war with the Cravers. We are going to continue doing the thing we've been doing, harassing them, taking down their civilian shipping. Let's see, this. Here we go, this one. And this. There we go. And over here, he's going to catch one. Okay, so we only got 3 that time. This time, let's see, we got 900, 900, 900. Okay, 2,700 dust. So here's what I think I'm going to do. There's these 2 Craver fleets. This one has attack of 17,500, has 205,000 hit points. Defense is about 9,000. Everything is balanced offense and defense. This fleet over here has 16,000 attack, 7,600 defense, 165,000 hit points. Again, fairly balanced, a little bit more energy heavy on this one. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring my fleets. I'm bringing my 2 fleets that have leaders to Tylus. So that fleet has the Bastion and 1 Oak Forest in it, and the rest is Thorns. Currently, 55,000 attack, 19,000 defense, and 318,000 hit points. And see that matches up favorably against the Craver's fleet. And then we have this fleet over here, which is on the way up to Tylus as well. You can just barely see it with the dots there. It's heading there. He has 4 fire ships and a light ship and an oak forest. So altogether, he has 63,500 attack, 22,000 defense, and 294,000 hit points. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have these 2 fleets meet at Tylus. I'm probably going to kind of shuffle things around a little bit. Since this guy's at 63,500 attack, and this one's at 55, I'm probably going to take 3 Thorns out of Fleet 1 and replace it and put those into Fleet 2, and Fleet 2 is going to take one of these fires and move it over to Fleet 1. So we're going to trade a little bit of fleet just to kind of even them out a bit. Get them a little more even. And then I'm going to send both of those heading west, right? Heading across the top of the galaxy over towards the Cravers. And I'm going to use my fleets to attack his fleets. And we're going to neutralize those fleets. And when they can get there, I've also got some siege fleets on the way. That's a bunch of Thorns. There's a bunch of siege fleets right there. And some Thorns as well to reinforce. So we've got a bunch of siege ships. So that 30, 60, 90, 104. 104 siege ships, something like that. So it's enough to probably siege a couple planets at the same time. So yeah, we're gonna bring the heat. We're gonna bring the fire to the Cravers, man. Like for real. We've just been pecking and chipping and that kind of stuff until now, but we're getting ready to like really actually bring it. So that's a possibility. That dude, where are you? Okay, those guys are gonna stay there. That guy, he can guard. Okay, so I think that's it for the turn. I did a lot of stuff off camera just so I could try to squeeze 2 in together. When I can, I want to do that. Sometimes time will permit that, and sometimes it won't. So I'm going to try to do it when I can. And we'll see how it goes here. All right, it finally finished advancing the turn. Wow, that took several minutes. Okay, I'm going to move all my fleets. All right, so yeah, that was... I'm going to probably edit it out, but it took several minutes to advance the turn for the game to do it. So we'll try to rock through the early part here. We can attack here. And we can attack here. Keeping an eye out here to see if this fleet moves. This is the fast fleet right here. He can move speed 10. Okay, looks like. Okay, we got 900 dust and 900 dust. Academy powers increased to 9. We're coming up on an election after turn 120. The militarists are in the lead. Market-wide price increase. Seems like those prices are lower. Okay. Ships are not really worth buying because they're also so weak. Heroes, there's another hero there. There's one religious Horatio. And we've got a Craver, we've got a Unfallen, and we have a Riftborn, and then a couple of minor factions. Okay, we're done entwining at Zane. So that fleet is going to come up this way. I think I might, I think I'm going to try to just entwine across as fast as I can so that I can grab up, so I can start invading Craver systems. I think I want to start invading Craver systems soon. So we'll see how much sieging is necessary. Okay, so here's the fleets. Okay, he has 5,500 attack. He has 6,300 attack. So we're going to take one fire out of this fleet. And we're going to take 3 thorns out of this fleet. And then put those thorns into the stronger fleet. And put this fire into this fleet. 6,000. That one's 5,800. Or 58,008. 60,000. Okay, so now it's a little more even, but this one is still short 1 thorn. Okay. Well, it is what it is, man. Let's see, 9 movement. He cannot get there in 1 turn, or whatever. It's 3 turns, so it's really 2 turns. This one. Get him going that way. See, how do we match up against that Horatio fleet of 30? Pretty favorably. Alright, this one. He's just faster going off lane, period. Okay, so he'll get to here in one turn. This guy is going to get to here in one turn. Okay, so then we'll figure out who's going to hit Fad. Alright, this guy is not attacking there. And those guys are not attacking there. Okay, so we're done with the ship movement. We completed deep atmosphere habitats and lunar suburbs, and we're now working on chlorophyll chemistry so that we can build super biofuel factory and aquaculture dome. I kind of doubt I'm going to be building aquaculture dome many places, but I could start building that instead of excuse me, if we find that we just have so much influence that we don't need it anymore, then we may stop doing the nano aquaculture influence tech, and we might start yeah, we might switch over to that food, especially if we're at max populations and stuff, for the purpose of more industry by using the super biofuel factory. Okay, cool. We had a Lumeris, an Epistis, another Epistis. Yusho. Okay, cool. Alright, so we'll shuffle those around. Some of those are at max pop, 38 to 38, 27 to 28. Just about maxed out, 24 of 24. So yeah, we're going to need to move some populations around off camera. See what we produced. Some oak forests are coming out of the off the assembly line. So it looks like 3, 4. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4 oak forests. 5 oak forests came out. Some thorns as well. And got some terraforming in progress. Cool. Excuse me. All right, so we'll get those knocked out. And the only other thing to go over here is going to be heroes. Let's take a peek at these heroes. Senator Governor. So yeah, what is left? What is left to spend points on? Guess that works. Assignment duration is shorter. Can be useful for like kind of fine tuning things. That'll be fine. All right, a hero, our admiral. Extra 20% shield capacity on fleet. Go from 20 to 40% extra shield capacity. Yep. Excuse me. All right. And this guy, I think he's also an admiral, right? Yeah, he's one of my admirals. 40% shield absorption on fleet. I can see where I would end up retiring him from fleet duty, ultimately putting him on planets at some point. We'll do extra 10% damage on fleet for now. Sometimes these heroes get to where they're just level 30 or 40, and then you fill every skill slot. Excuse me, except for like the ones that you want that are senator skills. Okay, so that's just about everything. I want to review a little bit. What I'm thinking about doing is making an adjustment in my trade routes. What I'm thinking of doing is disbanding this trade headquarters here and moving it over here to BR. And what I'm going to end up doing, I'm thinking long term, this trade subsidiary at BH will go away, and my trade subsidiary at Rhea will probably go away. This one is a trade subsidiary that belongs to Horatio. So what will happen is Rhea will go away and BH will go away, and very likely BN will also end up going away. Now I'll be losing 2 resources there. I'll be losing 1 resource here, and I'll be losing 1 resource here. So what I would be long term, the plan would be to put trade subsidiaries. I'd be moving them. 1 trade subsidiary here at CC, which in theory will have a route that'll go this way. So in that situation, I would gain 1, 2, 3, 4. Probably 4 resources on that path. And then another trade route, I would put a headquarters here at Rookbot, and I would gain these 2 resources, plus this one at Andromeda, plus this one at ESO, and probably run through Merope. So that would be 5 resources there. And then the third one I would put over here at Electra. And I would get this resource plus this resource at Tylus, plus the one at Essa and Merope. So that will probably be 4. So I will be losing 4 resources by taking down those 3 headquarters, the ones at BN, Rhea, and BH, but I will be gaining something like 12. So I come out way ahead is the plan. And I would be picking up a lot of I'd be picking up a lot of the protospores, and I'd be picking up a lot of the hydromial. So I could use dustwater, protospores, and hydromial. And then I'll also have the option of using the gossamer, and I'll have the option of using either the deciduous trees and or my transvine. So that actually gives me 6 resources to choose from to fill these 5 spots. So I'll have an abundance of resources if it plays out that way. If it plays out that it's not going to be very easy for me to get the protospores, right? So that's this one here at Electra, this one here at Tylus, and this one here at Rookbot. Okay, then that's going to have me go for the hydromial. I'll focus in on the hydromial here at CC Sathris. That's 2. Essa is 3. Merope is 4. Right. So I may, that would still be enough, right? If I just have the dust water and the hydromial, Um, hydromiel, dust water, and gossamer is enough um, for those three. And then I can do the second level with just the deciduous trees and the transvine, and that would be like totally fine. So and that will leave me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 resources for these last 5 spots. So that's actually just fine. I don't even have to get all the way over and get all that protospores. And the protospores is a bonus to science, which science is going to go away when we have all of the tech tree researched anyway. So really, the hydromiel's better anyhow. So that's what I'm looking at. That's kind of kicking around in the back of my brain. The long term, assuming I get ownership of these Horatio systems, that I may reconfigure my trade route network to try to soak up some of that. So I would move this trade headquarters from AE over to BR, and then I would take down the trade subsidiaries at BH, BO, and BN, and potentially and move them over into this area here, or I might go all the way to Rickbot and Electra. So that's something I'm kind of thinking about. We'll see how things go over time, and see how that plays out. All right, I guess that's it for this recording. Thanks everybody for watching. See you next time.